Yeah. So we'll just write a program to find the largest number in an array of data using 8085. So for this purpose you need to get the array of data. From the array of data you need to find the largest number. So how will you find the largest number in an array of data? We'll have a separate register for the largest number in the array, and we traverse the array through the program. Assuming the first number, we compare the accumulator value in the first number. If the first number is greater than the accumulator value, we move it to the accumulator. Similarly, we traverse the entire array and compare each number with the accumulator value. Once the number is larger than the accumulator value, we shift it to the accumulator and discard the present accumulator value which was previously stored. So we will see how to program this. First, clear the first of all, store the address in an register pair HL. That is, this provides you with indirect addressing of the address line 4150. Now get the count value. B register is for count value into the B register from 4150. Now increment H, that would yield 4151. So 4151, and next would be decrement B, that is, you are decrementing the count value by 1. If the count value was 3, it's decremented to 2, and you're getting the first data into the accumulator from the address location 4151, which is 4 here. Now what you need to do is increment H, which becomes 4152, and now this particular instruction compares the accumulator value, which is 4151's value, which was 4, and memory value now is 4152, which is 2, and so accumulator value is 4 and 2. So 4 is greater than 2, so no carry is set. If no carry is set, then move on to this part 2. In part 2 you are decrementing B register value. B was previously 2, now it becomes 1, and increment H, so H becomes 4153 now, and jump on no 0 to part 1. That is, BCRB is not 0, so jump on no 0 to part 1. So that is B value is now 1, and compare a memory value and accumulator. Accumulator is 4 and memory is nothing but 4153. In 4153 you have the data value 8, so 4 and 8, 4 is less than 8, which becomes true, so carry is set. So this condition becomes invalid, and so we move on to this particular instruction. So the memory value is 8 is moved to accumulator, and now again this instruction is being executed. So B register is decremented by 1, that becomes 0, and H is incremented, and the jump on no 0 part 1, actually jump on no 0 part 1 is being evaluated, but in this case this condition is evaluated for this above instruction. So what you need to do is you need to put this DCRB instruction into cut this instruction, and you need to paste it over here, that is DCRB. So what this instruction will do is it will check if the above execution of the above instruction sets the 0 flag or not, that is, if B register value is 0 or not. If not 0, then it will move to part 1. If 0, it will come to this statement and store the largest number in the address location 41FF halt. So our data was in 415150, we are having is count value which is 3. In 4151 we have the first data 4. In second data in 4152 which is 2. In third address we have is 08, and 41FF we are having our largest number, which is 8. So if you see a step-by-step execution,
we'll have to move INXH to part 2.
Yeah. So if you see a step-by-step execution of this process, then so you can see the count value and the first data we have got it already into the memory location. Now we are comparing and finding the largest number in an array, and once a number is found to be larger than the accumulator value, it's being stored into the accumulator, and we check for the count value. Once it goes to 0, we come to this particular instruction and store the largest number in 41FF address line and terminate the program. So if we move on to 41FF, our data was found value being 3 and data value being 4, 2 and 8, and so the largest number being 8. So in 41FF we are supposed to have 8. Yeah, so our program is correct. So that's all with largest number in array. With smallest number in array of data, all that you need to do is you need to change one particular instruction, that is this instruction, that is you jump on carry to part 2. That is, if carry exists, that is if accumulator value is less than memory value, then move on to part 2. Otherwise, if there is no carry, then swap the values. So we'll see the execution of this instruction for the same set of data, count being 3 and the data set being 4, 2 and 8, and our answer should yield 2 in 41FF. So we'll just see that. Yeah. So in 41FF the data value is 2, our data set being 4, 2 and 8, and this is smallest number in array. So that is about smallest number in array. You just need to change one particular instruction, that is JNC to JC, because once accumulator value is less than m, here accumulator being storing the smallest value, you need not swap when accumulator is already less than the current memory value. So that is about smallest and largest number in an array of data. Done.